Hello everyone, this is Jacob Goji here, and today I'll be showing off a custom figure, and that custom is my Bandai Creations Godzilla 1994. Now, I know that Bandai Creations was one of my favorite Godzilla toy lines growing up when I became a Godzilla fan. I remember seeing a lot of them at Toys R Us. I know some came out like in 2002, like Burning Godzilla, Godzilla 1954, but they made many incarnations of Godzilla, multiple, but they didn't make a regular Heisei Godzilla, which was kind of weird because the only Heisei Godzilla we had was Burning Godzilla. And I thought I might as well make my own Bandai Creation Heisei Godzilla. I've been wanting to make this custom for a while, and I finally did it. So I'm going to be showing a video on how I made this custom. So let's get right into it. For the base figure, I'm going to be using a Bandai Creations Burning Godzilla from 2002, which I bought from the Antique Mall. And I'm going to be using some black paint, which is model color, and then mixing it with some pavement, which is apple barrel. So I mixed the two colors together and start painting over the burning patches. I used it took 3 coats to get a perfect finish, to cover up all the burning patches. I took my time, and I also watered down my paint so that way, because if I use a thick layer, the paint is just going to blob. So I took my time and then just applied as many coats as possible. And if you're doing this with any other custom figure, or any other custom Godzilla figure, maybe you can try this out. Now that I got all the layers, now I can finally paint the dorsal plates. I start off using gray as the base coat because, I think gray is the better color to start off with. And it took several coats to paint the dorsal plates, I want to kind of paint it like how the Bandai Creation Burning Godzilla does, but I don't know if it's not going to look the best, but hey, at least I did a good job, painting the dorsal plates and using as many coats. Yeah, it's going to take a lot of coats to paint on, but, just as I say, take your time, and you'll get it perfect. Starting off with the eyes, I used this model color white color, which I got from Amazon along with the other paints. And then I take my paintbrush and then just dotted the eye a little bit because I don't want to get it all splattered all over the face because it's, not going to look good. So I was being careful right there. So yeah, I do kind of struggle a bit when it comes to painting eyes, but at the same time, I do manage to get them right. Then I used the same white paint and start painting the dorsal plates white. Now it took me like 3 coats to get them perfect, because painting is not easy. I did some dry brushing on the dorsal plates so that way I can apply another coat, and then if I miss some spots I can just paint them on there. Yeah, it took kind of it took like 2 coats to do, but I think it turned out pretty good. The dorsal plates look really good so far. Oh my god, it almost looks like the dorsal plate, this figure was made by Bandai Creations, which, looks like how the dorsal plates will be painted. Now, for the eyes, I used this model color red, It's a very vibrant red, and I want to make the figure look as retro as possible. So I dotted the eyes red, and then I applied yellow paint on the eyes as well. I also painted the pupils black, as well as adding the white pupil as well. And then I went ahead and then paint the smaller dorsal plates. And there you go. And oh my god, he looks so good. It almost looks like an official Bandai creation figure, you know? Even though not the best looking. Now I'm going to take him outside and spray him with some sealer. And for that, the custom is complete.
Godzilla 90.
And yeah guys, so that's how I made my custom Bandai Creations Godzilla 1994. I'm really happy the way how he turned out, you know. It almost looks like an official figure, you know, even though it's not the best looking because, you know, my painting skills aren't the best compared to other people, but at least I did the best I can, you know. But I'm still happy the way how he turned out. I think he looks better than the Godzilla 1993 figure, which is Monster Island Buddies Godzilla, no offense. I think he looks better than the new Bandai Godzilla 1994 as well. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird how Bandai Creations didn't make one back in 2002 with the first wave. I mean, I'll pull it out right now. Here's a comparison between the actual figure and my custom. And you can see the difference right here. And I use this figure because, you know, they're both the same suit anyways, because the Burning Godzilla... the Burning Godzilla suit is basically the same as Mogi Goji, but except that they just added the burning patches to him. And at least I made the eyes as consistent as possible. Like for my regular Godzilla 1994, I painted the eyes red and yellow, and this one has orange eyes, you know. But I'm still happy the way how he turned out, you know. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next time.